room pressure monitors. What's interesting is that actively monitoring the hazardous drug room pressure is not actually mentioned in the chapter. Well, you go, Ron, that kind of seems a little bit like deductive reasoning, doesn't it? Yeah, absolutely. The chapter calls from 0-1 to 0-3. How do I know it's actually performing? Well, I actually had a pharmacy who they were USP 800 ready. And when I asked them the question, I'm like, where's the room pressure monitor? How do you know you're maintaining that pressure? Well, my HVAC contractor says that I was. Okay, cool. Well, I see that you've got a ceiling grill as an exhaust. Is there an exhaust blower up on the roof? And how's that getting out of the building? I don't know. My HVAC person handled all that. I don't know that a state board of pharmacy is going to let all that fly. I certainly know that an accreditation arm is not going to let all that fly. So even though a room pressure monitor is not specifically called out in the chapter, if you've got a pressurized environment, negative, positive, or whatever, and it's called out in USP, you've got to put in a room pressure monitor. This MagnaHelix gauge, old school analog technology, going to go about $85. Or you can step up to digital technology, and this goes in upwards of $1,000. There's probably somewhere in the middle with the price points, but you can see analog versus digital in the market. Eventually, if you wanted to start doing active monitoring or pulling all the data up into a cloud later on, you would absolutely have to go digital. So I ask you to do your research on that. I'm not going to get into all that, but again, actively monitoring the room pressure validates that I'm actually landing that number of negative pressure as it's called out in the chapter.